Alright, what up, y'all? It's your boy. Today we got another little reaction for y'all. Game Ranks pops out. They spawned in. You know what they talking about. You already know what they talking about. You've seen the title. So this might just be the video that makes the game like really go viral. You know what I'm saying? Like really go viral. But we're just gonna get right into this, man. Where my audio go?
Have you heard of this new
Got me 8 million subscribers, bro. Like, they're pretty crazy.
indie game from a one-man dev team? It's got
Shout out to Game Ranks too. I'm claiming no copyright over them. Just a reaction, transformative information. Boom, let's get it.
crazy popular lately. It absolutely blew up on streams. It's got over 50,000 reviews on Steam, and it's only been out a little more than a week.
Look, everybody that I've been seeing, they confused as to why this game has so many people, so many reviews. They didn't even really know that it was in early access for a long time. I've seen somebody playing this game months back. I can't remember who it was. It was probably like Markiplier or something. But somebody was playing it in early access, and I seen it. I was like, damn, this game looked pretty cool. This game looked like it might do something. And now here we are. It's crazy. But everybody been acting like, dang, how's it got this many, this and that? Early access was cooking. They was cooking in early access. It's also why the game is so polished.
That's, for context, 5 times more than the recent Indiana Jones game after.
Yo, rip Bethesda, bro. Bethesda is not what they used to be. But, like, Indiana Jones is another good example. It's a really good example of games should not be going up in price. They should try to be going down in price or making the development cheaper. Either way, games should not be going up in price because you buying these expensive games and you just you getting dirt basically. Like,
context, 5 times more than the
and I ain't even look at the Indiana Jones game. I probably should have.
recent Indiana Jones game after months. Like, it's more than most games ever get. This thing is an absolute monster. And the game I'm talking about is, of course, Schedule 1. Named after the DEA classification
Yeah. Shout out A$AP Schrader.
for drugs of no currently accepted medical use. Schedule 1 is a drug-dealing game. That might sound like pure streamer bait. The types of games that get a lot of play on popular streamer channels get a lot of attention, then disappear after a week. But Schedule
I forgot about that. Funny little phenomenon. Yeah, that's funny.
1's something different. It's got a funny premise, sure, but while it's definitely a drugs equals funny middle schooler would find it hilarious type game, it's not just some slapped together joke. It's got a lot of real thought put into it. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Basic
Shout out,
Idea
Falcon.
goes all the way back to Drug Wars, the game we all had on our
I do not remember this. I remember this calculator. Maybe. No. Nah. I know we had a calculator like this, but I don't remember having good games on it, bro. I don't remember having no games on it. There was probably like a game you could make with the numbers, but that wasn't this. What? Trench coat? Yo. In school?
TI-86 calculators back in the day, and
I
it
apologize.
combines it with a crafting
Damn.
game and Grand Theft Auto. Kind of a first
My boy got no money. no money. 4 wops. 5 wops. Watering can.
person
Harvesters. Bro, what? Just terrorizing the city.
GTA Chinatown Wars, only you're not just selling drugs, you're also manufacturing them. The GTA connection is what makes this thing really ambitious. Schedule 1 might look like one of those jokes simulator
that's out
games
there.
like
Compared to
Hobo
GTA, that's out there.
Simulator or Thief Simulator.
Hobo
or stuff in that
Simulator,
vein,
bro.
But it's shockingly well made for an early access game, and it's much better than it has any right to be. Especially
I don't believe that. I don't think he should be saying it's better than it has any right to be, because it's a solo developer. It's a solo developer, bro. I didn't know that. I thought it was at least like a team of maybe like 5-10 people. No, it's just Tyler. It's just Tyler's video games. Tyler Video Game Studio. I didn't know that. So him putting all that work in, like, he deserve all the love and credit. I think he says that again in this video, but I don't believe that.
Consider the graphics and the adolescent-sounding premise. You basically start with nothing but a hotel room and a dream. The game starts you off with growing pot, moving to methamphetamines, and then cocaine. You buy controlled substances from dealers, and then grow and mix your drugs in your hideout. Then eventually you start getting dealers who can sling dope for you, and workers who keep production going. Along the way, you're leveling up to unlock
Look like a shitty ass barn setup. What was that from the trailer or
for you,
something?
and workers who keep production going.
Why you got
Along the
dumpsters?
way, you're
Oh, that's gotta
leveling
be
up
from
to
Philly.
unlock new tools and earning cash to purchase new properties to
But I need that mansion on the hill ASAP. As soon as they add that, I'm gonna have enough money for it.
expand your operation, and along with legitimate businesses, it can be used as an additional income stream. For the most part,
Yo, we over here, we trapping like Walter and Skylar White, we laundering money out the damn car wash with it.
it plays like a crafting survival game mixed with some GTA flavor. It could have been pretty boring in the wrong hands, but this game has some pretty clever ideas that make the entire gameplay loop remain engaging and fun right from the start and
My
up
boy
through the late
skated
game
off.
where you're managing entire labs of flunkies doing your bidding. For one thing, there aren't many actual survival
But the soundtrack is so crazy. Like, the soundtrack in this game is crazy. I think he's playing music from the game, but I'm not positive.
mechanics. You don't have to drink or eat or any of that. That's boring crap, and thankfully it's not here. All you
I
have
said,
to
this is
worry
not
about is
DayZ.
making product and tile. Most things are done by dragging around physical objects or tilting and dropping things. It's all very simple.
Very
but it
tactile.
feels pretty good
It's satisfying. It's very tactile.
to do. The game
It's physical.
manages to make doing basic stuff like filling a pot and watering a plant fun in a way that most crafting games, well, are not that fun. Doing simple repetitive actions like bagging weed could have been very boring, but
Yup.
it's all engaged but is crucially always
Bro, I
pretty
did not
quick.
know about this. If you hold shift, you can grab that whole group and put it in like a jar. I didn't know that.
Easy to do. Nothing's
game
overly
ain't tell me that.
complex and the main source of tension, at least early in the game, is just keeping all your plates spinning. The most basic drug you sell is
This
weed,
ain't that hard. You
which
just-
makes the general the
you just grow
atmosphere
and
is
sell,
very
that's all it is.
GTA 3 by way of Rick and Morty. The NPCs are
GTA 3 by way of Rick and Morty, bro. That's funny.
advertisements everywhere that you know what early GTA business well, really all GTA business advertisements are like, not just the early ones. But the actual story and how it all plays
No cap, this game feel like an episode of Interdimensional Cable.
out, it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't try to be too funny and just sort of lets things play out, and that is very much to the game's benefit. Everything's a little exaggerated owing to the cartoonish characters, and while
Yup.
the graphics aren't going to blow everyone away, they're honestly more consistent and solid than you often get with these.
Yo. You can look at my boy, bro. This is how I knew I didn't care about the graphics. So yeah, the graphics ain't amazing, but this is how I knew I didn't care. When I can customize his eyelids from the bottom, like I can move them up, move them away. Like I can customize them individually. That's how I knew I was like, okay, yeah, you cooking. Like I could just make my boy look absolutely tweaked out of his mind if I want to.
One-man indie games. Schedule 1 looks pretty decent when you're wandering around the open world. Like, it's a lot better than it has any right to be.
Why does he keep saying that? I don't know why he keeps saying that, because these small indie games, bro, these small indie game developers, they deserve more love and credit than they getting. And I don't know why he's like, I don't know why he downplaying it, like better than it deserves to be. That sounds like some hateful ass shit, don't it? That sound like some backstabbing ass shit for some reason. It just sound like you trying to get flowers, but you also hating.
To be clear, getting back to the core gameplay loop, the tension comes from how you're always on a time limit. Each day only lasts so long, and there's a curfew that starts
Nighttime ain't shit. Nighttime ain't shit at all in this game. As soon as you figure out, until they add heat levels and other stuff, bro, but like, as long as you figure out the route of the police, the way they walk and the way they drive around the city, you good.
at 9 p.m., so you have that to worry about. And then you got buyers who want to meet you all over town who call you with what they want. And if you're quick, you get a cash bonus for fast deals.
Hold on, wait.
So it's time limits on top of more time limits. And if you're quick, you get a cash bonus for
no.
fast deals. It can be a lot to keep track of. Kind of if you take that previous mix of games I said, just sprinkle a tiny little bit of crazy taxi in there. When you order illicit materials from your special source, they drop off.
That dead drop, bro. This early game right here. It's some magic to the early game. Like, it's some magic to the early game. When you broke, you in that hotel, you grabbing dead drops. Like nobody wants to actually meet up with you. They just doing dead drops, and then you get to the point where you can just order deliveries and they bring the shit right to your crib. Like,
Your stuff at dead
Magic.
drops scattered around town, and to pay them, you have to leave cash at a different drop. There's cash money, which is how you get paid.
it's like totally just no hands on. You just drop.
But most reputable businesses only accept
Realistic.
cards, so you have to get that cash into your bank account. While there's curfew at 9 a.m., that doesn't mean you can't do anything at night. It just means you
My boy
time
committing
before they
crimes.
start chasing, but just knowing that you could possibly get busted, it adds a little tension to any nighttime activities. And then there's dealers who will sell drugs on their own to the clients that
Benji.
you assign to them. Take all that with having to juggle all the resources you need for growing and mixing to make more
Remember
potent
this guy.
strains of product, and it can all be a little overwhelming, but in a mostly still manageable way. The game rides that line between keeping your mind active, trying
Cars are useless. Don't waste money on cars. Don't waste your money on cars. I would buy like maybe 2 or 3 vans. That white van over here, it's outside. Yeah, that van you could buy 2 or 3 of them, bro. Max inventory space. That's the biggest inventory space right now. Until they add like backpacks and shit, cause I heard they gonna add backpacks. So you can carry around a bunch of shit. But like, look, don't waste your money on these cars. They not even that much faster. Like these two, they barely even that fast. I don't actually know. I ain't copped this one, but they not much faster. They got lame inventory, and it's a waste of money.
to think 10 steps ahead of what
Money that you gotta put in your bank account. I'm pretty sure.
you should be doing while keeping
Which,
everything you
yeah, card on.
do.
So like, that's the money you need to. That's money you need to buy like laundering. You need to buy all the laundering before you ever wasting
fairly
money on silly
straightforward.
cars.
It's a game that's tempting to rush in, trying to get
Grab
as
that
many
shit box,
deals
though. Yeah, that
done
shit box is
in
cool.
a day as possible.
Or
but
make
you
go
can
for the
also
van.
take
9
things
bands,
as
not
slow
that
as you
bad.
want. There's weekly expenses that you need to keep on top of, but otherwise it's a pretty easygoing game. That I mean, you don't have to try and maximize your time.
Why is you beating the? You beating the dude down because you ain't got enough money. Yo, bro got $401.
During the day. The mechanics of selling drugs, they're really well done here too. People, as the game goes on, different clients have different wants and needs.
No. Don't worry about all this stuff, bro. Just manufacture good, reliable, like mass produced, good, reliable stuff. Don't worry about doing all this mixing and shit. It's just gonna make it convoluted. Unless you want to just lace the NPCs, because some people just want to lace the NPCs and watch them get possessed. Now I am doing that, but I'm not making that a part of my playthrough. If you go lacing the NPCs, it's just gonna mess up your money flow. Like you're not gonna get the money flowing in that you need to. If you're just selling off mass quality of what you need, then you good.
They all want certain effects from certain strains. You don't give them what they want.
But as soon as you go mixing up shit and making it crazy by like adding I mean, I'm pretty sure each ingredient just does like one effect, but like either way, it's gonna just convolute the process.
They might even attack you, so
Damn,
you
see?
got to do that. When
Fuck.
it comes to the actual manufacturing,
All that
there's
extra
a
shit,
lot of
just-
smart
Just get your satisfaction with them right. That's all you gotta do.
you, so you got to
Just get your satisfaction right, bro. Your relationship. That's all you need to do. Just give them more than what they ordered, bro. Maybe like drop the price every now and then as soon as you get the relationship up, you can tax them. As soon as they order something, boom, plus $20. You tax them, and then when you pull up, you have jars full of the shit. You give them like an extra jar, you get a generosity bonus, but boom, you got an extra 40 and an extra 20. You do that on every deal. If you got as many deals as me, you got like 15 different clients, 3 dealers, like 8. Yeah, math. Boom, boom, boom. And it boom, that's like the dealers are pulling 10K a day easy.
You don't give them
For
what
me anyway, that's what they pulling.
they want. They might even attack you. So
That's that extra shit.
I
They
like how
swinging
you
off
store
because
stuff
you ain't
on
got my.
shelves and
you ain't got my
everything
Zai
that's
and
physically
energizing.
stored on them, so you can tell what.
That's what I'm selling, bro. If you want to keep it simple, just sell an upper and a downer. Sell that energizing and sell that sedating. What you want? You want an upper? You want a downer?
On them at a glance. Most crafting games still rely on chests that you have to tediously cycle through to find all the stuff you want.
I love how this physical stuff, this rack. So like when I grabbed the display cabinet, boom, fill it up with jars of Zod. That shit is satisfying.
So just being able to look at something and immediately know if you have what you need, that's such a simple and smart innovation, and I really like it. It being a drug dealing
It's the little
game,
things that make
police
this game,
are
like,
obviously going to be a problem, but
detailed.
this is another aspect that's surprisingly clever and well done. I love the strip search mechanic. It's very simple but deceptively dangerous. How it works is that when the police search you, they scan through your inventory.
This
and
part
they'll
got me
bust you if they
confused.
see anything
Excuse me.
illegal.
This part
you
got
can
me confused
hide
right
any
here.
one item.
Why did they not alert to the seeds? Why are you allowed to have seeds? This might be a glitch that needs to get patched, but I feel like if I walk through with some seeds, freeze! FBI, open up! Like, you're under arrest. You're going to jail. You're getting charged for this, that. dangerous lethal weapon. Like, you're getting
Then you
charged,
click on,
bro.
which
Like,
makes
for
it
me, I'm
pretty
getting
easy to hide
charged.
your
I
drugs
don't know
if you
why.
just got one, but
Game
if you
ranks
have
didn't get
two and
charged.
you keep them in the pockets, you're gonna need to keep them in the pockets that are as far away from each other. Otherwise, it's gonna be impossible to hide both from the cops.
Maybe it was
the
plot
Grand Theft
armor.
Auto aspect comes into play here, and this part actually surprised me. The game lets you beat on anybody you want, but if an eyewitness catches you, they will call the police, who will jump into their police cars and come investigate. They'll just chase you normally, but if you resist,
Yo, they got the stun gun. I was finna say something. I was finna say, I like how this is a sandbox
they will call the
aspect.
police, who
Like, anything can happen, really. I mean, not anything, but like, you can just do things. I don't understand. I think if you kill somebody, they don't actually stay dead, which is kind of weird.
will
That
jump
might
into
be
their
added,
police cars and come
permadeath.
investigate. They'll just chase you normally, but if you resist, they'll whip out tasers and eventually switch to deadly force and shoot you with a gun if you fight back too hard. And they'll
Yo, who's this?
kill you if
Yo,
you're not careful.
yo. Nah.
To deadly force
Say it
and
ain't
shoot
so.
you with a gun if you fight back too hard. And they'll kill you.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't. Not Benji. No. Benji done went federal on us, bro. Benji done sold us out. I don't know, chat. I've been seeing this. I don't know if this is a glitch. If Benji wasn't supposed to be like working yet, or maybe he is fed. Like, I think Tyler has, like, if it's really just him working on his game, he obviously has to do some plot twists in there. I don't know if this was supposed to be like seeable, like visible yet, but I don't know. Looks like Benji, bro. He's got the exact same afro
you're not
color, same
careful.
afro. Even look at the eyes, bro. Look at the eyebrows. Look at his goatee. Look at this is Benji. This is Benji, dude. This is Benji, bro. God. Cook.
You do get weapons and firearms too, and while the arsenal's pretty limited, it is a lot of fun to go on an old-fashioned
just shooting
rampage
the whip
like that.
up.
With
Damn, they
melee
ran
weapons, you can
ran
knock
the NPC
people
over.
out and pick them up and throw them around like a rag doll. But guns actually will kill people, which could be a problem considering most of the people around town are your clients. Another impressive
Over here
aspect of the
taking
game is
clients
the
out.
NPC scheduling, and then goes home at night.
Yeah, I didn't even notice this NPC scheduling, but I'm pretty sure it's because I've been playing so much Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and all the NPCs, like, they all have schedules. They take their clothes off, go to bed, get up in the morning, put their clothes on, go wash their face, go eat, and then go like, do whatever they're going to do for the day. But, like, I didn't even notice it in this game because of Kingdom Come.
It's
Shout out to
pretty
Kingdom Come.
impressive. Like, at
KCD.
first, when I set up a deal with some guy in a back alley, I thought it was the wrong place. But no, the guy just had to physically walk over to the alley before the deal could happen. Might sound not that impressive in isolation, but you just don't. The amount of content to drive, you can buy a skateboard to ride around.
Yeah, there's
There's
not a lot of
more to
content
do
right
in this
now,
game
but
than you'd think. You can get a haircut.
the game just came
wander
out.
around, pick up trash for cash.
I still need to
It's
do
just-
this. I still need to get a haircut and change my clothes. I ain't done that. 100 bands, and I haven't changed my clothes or got a haircut. I just put Vipers on this. I just put Vipers on. That's it.
Small but dense map that shows a lot of promise even in early act to speed up. But if you're not pressing
Guess this
anything,
game is
you
still
just
in early
move based
access.
on
I didn't know that.
momentum. There aren't any tricks
thought it's- I
making the
think it's
skate
out
park that's
already.
in the game pretty
Just made
useless
this video?
currently, but just getting
An hour
around
ago.
on
Yeah, I
the
think this
skateboard
game's out
feels
now.
better than you'd think in a game like this. It's essentially here already, even if the shootouts are rival gangs. Everything that needs to be in the game
Yup,
is here.
yup.
It's just that it needs more to flesh everything. Game is by one guy, and that is amazing. If they manage to stick with it
Well,
and keep the updates coming for
that's about
I
it,
don't know,
chat.
like 2 or so years of early access, this could really be
Drop a comment, let me
something
know what you think of
special.
Schedule
The
1.
art and overall graphic design make it pretty clear this is done by an amateur, but the actual game design is perfect, and it's
If you got anything else you want me to react to, drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what games y'all playing right now. Let me know what games y'all playing right now. I'm playing Beam. I'm playing Beam, GTA 4, Tabs, Max Payne. That's about it right there. And then,
surprisingly
I ain't really even
complete
playing games
and
on console,
bug-free for
GTA.
a one-person game that's so early in development. The simplistic art and dumb humor feel just right for a game like this.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
entire thing comes together to give this
Damn.
13-year-old
Ching.
boy energy that's kind of cringy, but also really
Ching,
endearing.
ching.
It's a game that it's
Shank you,
better
blood.
than it has
Ching,
any right to be. The
ching.
Steam reviews are not meaning. I
Ching.
mean, a lot of it is
Ching,
mean,
ching.
but the thing
You
is,
did,
it's
just like
actually
that.
good.
Bro visited the UK for 1 minute, asked where can I get beans and toast, and got chinged up 7 times and shit. That's crazy.
So what do you think? Leave us a comment. Let us know. If
So what do you think? Leave us a comment. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Holla at me. How you doing? Drop a comment. I'm just playing with y'all. But yeah, that's about it for y'all, man. See you in the next one, man. Have a good one.